Let's do this. What is up, everybody? I'm Danny.
I'm Riley. What's going on, guys?
We are Music Mayhem with R&D.
We are back. It's been a little while.
It's been a long while, actually.
Yeah.
Did a couple reaction videos the other day just to make sure we got our footing again.
Yeah.
Everything is actually starting to work out again.
Yeah, I know the last time we were on with you guys, we were having some technical difficulties.
During the mice and men reaction.
Right.
That was tough for us to do.
Please
watch it.
Thank you. We did get a new laptop. I know that our stuff is going to still come off a little bit raw, but that is
that's what we do, though.
I mean, we're going live. We don't have any editors. We don't do any of that bullshit. Like what you legitimately give you our first reaction to any song that we do, and we're not to make us sound dumb, but we don't have that knowledge anyways. We couldn't go on here even if we wanted to, but I don't give a fuck.
The fact is that we end up finding these songs and these bands that we really like. They're going to drop a single at 12:01 a.m.
Right.
And we're going to bring it to you live, which is exactly what we're doing now. It's a little bit past 12:01, obviously, but we just found out that the new In This Moment song came out. Called The In Between.
Yeah.
And we've got some mixed emotions about In This Moment.
Yeah, you kind of got me into In This Moment when we first started hanging out, and we went to go see them a couple of times live, and it's not very often where I can sit there and say that I only want to listen to a band studio wise as opposed to seeing them live. This is one of those bands for me.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, when we first saw them live, it was at the Hard Rock Live.
Yeah.
We saw them headlining a show with POD, Dead, and New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was super fucking pumped for it. I really was. I was like, God damn, when we get to see In This Moment for the first time,
yeah,
I love their studio shit. It's gonna be awesome.
Right.
And then Maria had the flu.
So we gave her the pass.
So we got a skeleton of the set list that they normally play because they were trying to save her voice, which I get, because the night before they gave us the song. They gave everybody the songs I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, we rode through that. We gave her the pass.
Yeah.
And figured, okay, fine. You had the flu, and you could hear it because she was coughing and all that kind of shit during the middle of the set.
That's right.
And it was what it was. And then I saw them live again before you did.
Right.
The day before you did.
Right.
When I saw them open up for Disturbed, and I thought that they were actually really good. I really thought they were very, very good. And I was like, holy shit, there were wardrobe changes, which is the worst part about the entire experience. But I thought they were really good. And then you and I saw them together with Disturbed again the next day.
Terrible.
And it was fucking awful.
It was terrible.
So I think at this point we've kind of written them off to a point where if they're there in a festival that we're going to, we'll pass by. And we'll listen to see if there's anything different. But for the most part, yes, this is a band that I wouldn't necessarily listen to live again either.
Yeah. But I do like their studio stuff.
Their studio stuff
from what we've heard so far.
Their studio stuff is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
The Sick Like Me's, the Bloods, the Big Bad Wolves, the Adrenalized Me's, the Roots, Horror, Sex Metal Barbie, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Their studio quality stuff is exactly what it says. It's studio quality. It's very good.
Right.
But live, it's tough to get into these guys.
Yeah. I agree.
With that being said, I think we're just going to go ahead and dig right in. They are going to be dropping a new album here very, very soon. The new album is called Mother. And this is the first single that they're dropping, which is called The In Between.
Right. As we usually do, just to get it out of the way, we will be pausing intermittently. Just to give you our little bit of feedback and to ensure that nothing is taken off of the page. That way you guys can enjoy whatever or not enjoy if you don't like what we have to say.
But either way, let us know what's going on.
Yeah.
If there's something that you want us to react to that we haven't done yet or whatever the case may be, we are certainly looking for new stuff. We're looking for stuff outside of our genre as well.
Right.
The stuff outside of our genre tends to lead to more of the comedic aspects of what you and I do.
Yeah.
So, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and get it going.
Let's get into it a little bit.
This was 20 hours ago. Wow. All right. So I guess we're obviously very late. This is definitely in this moment.
Tell by the fucking album cover.
This is definitely in this moment. You can almost feel some sort of a build up here. I kind of like this.
As long as it gives it to you,
right? So you can already tell by listening to the first minute and 12 seconds of this song that everything is going to be 100% theatrical, and there's going to be some sort of a stage production along with the beginning,
which is everything that they ever do live. It's overly choreographed.
That's the detriment of this band.
That's right. Well, and you can tell from this as well. Like, you know, even at when we saw them a couple of times live, where the worst thing about it was the fact that it was all choreographed. It was all choreographed. You could never really see how much she got into the music. At least the first time you could at least see the band getting into it when they were playing. This is already overly electronic.
Absolutely.
So they have a very minimal aspect to this point of the song, which kind of irks me a little bit because I do like their studio stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to hear more of that raw rock play that I'm used to hearing from them. I don't want to sit here on my couch and think that I'm about to fucking watch them on stage because I know that she's doing calculated moves as opposed to just getting into her music like you're used to seeing.
I mean, you can almost feel like within the first minute and 12 seconds that this entire beginning part where all she's doing is talking and all that kind of stuff, she's still going to be backstage.
Well, that or right. That's her entrance through whatever veil she has.
You know what I'm saying? And then the last.
And her backup singers are doing some fucking random. Backup dancers, excuse me.
Right.
Are doing some fucking weird moves on stage.
Right. And then the last 6 seconds of this minute and 12, that's when she's walking out. Exit. And then, but I like this band a lot. I really do.
Studio.
Not live. Not live.
Right.
I mean, live, this band it's so frustrating to watch this band live.
Well, and
because you know how good they are.
And it's the same thing that I've kind of harped on, especially since the first time that we saw them, was that all I want to do is I want to go see them, and I want her to say, I'm going to come out and I'm going to do no wardrobe changes. And I'm going to do no choreography, and I'm going to fucking come out, and I'm just going to fucking bang with my music. That's the biggest downfall for them, is that you can't the best bands in the world that I have seen throw it over the top because they have such a great stage presence.
Yep.
And you can tell how much they enjoy playing the music for the crowd that they have created. And you can't tell that from her because she's so choreographed. She's so set in stone on making it a theatrical show.
Yep, that's right.
I've compared her multiple times to the rock Lady Gaga. That is who Maria Brink is.
That's exactly who she is. That's really exactly who she is. But there's one thing that you could say about Lady Gaga, and I've seen videos of Lady Gaga as well. She gets into her shit. She does her thing. She has that stage presence. There's a big difference between Maria Brink and Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga will still give you her shit. She'll do her wardrobe changes and all that other stuff that we don't like.
Yeah.
But when she's on stage, she wants you to understand that she's feeling it just as much as you are.
Yeah.
Maria Brink doesn't give you that.
Yeah.
At all.
It's very stagnant.
Maria Brink does not give you that at all. And that's the most frustrating part about this band.
Right.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's keep going into it. See if it gets better. Sick like me.
Really? Really?
Way to revert back. It sounds so similar to all the other songs they do that are lower than just a banger. See,
okay.
The problem I have with this is that as much as it's very reminiscent of a lot of other things that they've done where they kind of have that slow buildup, you don't even get the good drop in this song. You don't even get like, okay, we're coming out of the slow part, but we're gonna fucking throw it on top of you when we get to the chorus. You don't even get that.
No.
The chorus is poor.
And this is the first single they're dropping.
Is the rest of the album going to be awful?
This is going to be tough. You know what I mean? This is going to be really, really tough. But I mean, am I an asshole for thinking that everything that we've listened to up to this point, if you're trying to put yourself in the mindset of watching them live, all you see are backup dancers going fucking apeshit, doing their job and doing very, very well at it.
Right.
But you're completely displeased.
And her being a minimalist.
You know what I mean? And you're completely displeased with what you're hearing musically.
Right.
That's what I see right
yeah.
now. That's really what I see right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put myself in a live setting.
Well,
in a live setting, it's boring as shit.
Well, in the same aspect, we sit there and say how much we like them live, our studio. But seeing a lot of the songs that we like studio live and hating it live, who's to think? Okay, if we're not liking it studio, how fucking bad is it going to be when they hit it on stage?
Right. Well, I guess the good thing is that we've already decided that we're not going to go out of our way to see them live again.
I mean, that's the only reason why we sit there and say that if they go to an outdoor festival, that it might be the only way to get them in the capacity that we would want, because you don't have that capability. I would fucking hope to go and fucking do 7 fucking wardrobe changes. You have to fucking get into it.
That's right. That's right. And I guess this is going to be the constant of the evening when it comes down to this fucking reaction video. The only time I'm going to want to go ahead and see them again is if they're in a festival setting, and I'm only going to want
other people there that we want to see.
And I'm only going to be like, I'm going to be peeking my head from across the way, going,
right. Is she jamming? Okay, we might move
have you gone off stage already?
Right.
No? Okay, let's go. You know what I mean? And that's how I would want to see them again.
Yeah.
I would never, and I'm sorry for all of you diehard In This Moment fans, but I'm not sorry for all you diehard In This Moment fans. I will never pay to watch these guys headline again.
Well, and I'll tell you this.
Never.
And I say this with all due respect to anybody who has really just dug deep into them and really found them and enjoyed them live. Please, if we are off base, tell me what you're seeing live that maybe we're missing, because being the rock enthusiasts that we are, talking about earlier stage presence and stuff like that, I don't know what they bring to the stage that makes anybody go, yo, that was fucking tight. That was fucking badass.
Well, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's if it was choreographed, but it was choreographed well and she was still fucking getting all over the place and doing stuff, I could probably find solace in that.
Yeah.
But her movements on stage and her presence on stage is very minimalistic.
It's very lackluster.
So I just don't know what they bring to the stage that people flock to. I really don't.
And I don't either. And I mean,
do you want to hear the songs that you've grown to love over the studio? I guess I could get that, but how do you not get let down when you see it live?
And that's how we felt. That's really how we felt. Because when we saw them at the Hard Rock, we didn't get Adrenalize Me, we didn't get Big Bad Wolf, we didn't get what else didn't we get?
I think those were the two big ones.
Actually, those were the two big ones. Those were the two big ones.
Yeah.
And because she had the flu, okay, fine, you get a pass.
Yeah.
Come back to Florida, play it, and we'll be all right.
Right.
And then I got it. And then I got it live 2 times in a row. And it was just one of those things where it's like, God damn, Maria, you're fine as fuck. And I love watching you.
And you have a good voice.
I love watching you. You have an amazing voice. You have zero stage presence.
And that's what kills it, because her voice live is still good.
Yeah.
It's just what you're seeing while you're watching it. It's like,
that's right.
That should not match up to the intensity that you should.
That's right. There is zero energy when there's a massive energy part of the song. Like Big Bad Wolf, the goddamn breakdown of Big Bad Wolf. How do you not get into that?
Well,
and she's just very stoic.
Well, and another big downfall is the fact that she leaves the stage every fucking song.
That's right.
I'm sorry. Even if you had a little bit of stage presence to where you were hyping the crowd up, that hype is going completely out the door the second you walk off of the stage again.
That's right.
To change into something.
And
you got to ride that fucking wave, babe.
That's right. And
keep the fucking shit going.
And what she does is she'll sit there and she'll go off stage. She'll come back 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12 minutes later, and she'll just.
She forces the crowd energy as opposed to being natural.
That's exactly right. And it's so disheartening to
terrible.
look at that.
It's
so disheartening.
It's
all right, we're talking a lot.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's finish the song.
Yeah, we might not get through it.
No, we'll get through it. We'll get through it.
And whoever's been joining us this whole time while we've been rambling, I really appreciate you guys listening to us. Drop us a line. Let us know what you think. Because I know our opinion isn't the only one that matters. So. This is so bad. It's terrible. This might be one of the worst songs, if not the worst song I've ever heard.
This is so bad.
It's so stereotypical in this moment without it even being stereotypical in this moment. Right. It's like, yeah, I know it's you.
Yeah, I know this is in this moment, but this is bad in this moment.
Right.
This is not good. This is not good at all.
It's off. Like as much as I know we were coming on fucking line to do a fucking song, I feel like I gotta do another one just to fucking try and redeem myself.
I agree with that.
This is
bad. This is bad.
And like you said, the fact that this is the first single that they released. Where do we fucking go from here? That's my phone. But
I was saying that's certainly not.
All right. So we'll get that one done.
Final thoughts coming up. All right. So
first off, Hey, let's go ahead and get this the fuck out of the way.
But
So,
let's hold
fucking
on.
right there.
Okay, no.
No,
Fuck
yeah,
that. Fuck that.
all the way down.
It was terrible.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
It was fucking awful.
But I will say this. This is a band that I've expected a lot more from. Especially since being introduced to them by somebody else.
Well, expected more overall or live?
Overall.
Okay.
Overall.
Okay.
I mean, like their studio quality shit. That Ritual album was very good. The Big Bad Wolf album was very, very good. It from the first song that we just finished hearing right now, I don't expect anything from this album.
Right.
I
would certainly be pleasantly surprised
if you are going to debut
better.
this as the very first song that you're going to come out with on a brand new album. I'm expecting it to be dog shit.
Well, yeah. Well, because you look at any other album that we've done a reaction video to, or just been sitting here and listening to the first single that's been dropped from anybody that we've cared about over the last 2 years, they've all been fucking massive bangers.
But even Bad Wolves. Even Bad Wolves. The Killing Me Slowly.
The second album? Yeah.
The Killing Me Slowly song
was
not very good, but it's better than this shit.
Well, and even in that aspect, when we listened to that, we didn't care for it, and then we dug into the rest of the album after the rest of the album came out, and it was still as bad or not worse.
That's correct.
So if that's what works, if that's what we're kind of judging everything off of, like the bands that come out with the stuff that we want to hear, the first single that you're dropping is a banger. Is it going to be the best song on your album? Maybe not.
It shouldn't be.
It maybe not, but it's still a fucking good song. Go back to fucking Earth and Sky from Of Mice and Men. They dropped How to Survive.
Yep.
It was a good song.
Yep.
Was it their best song? Absolutely
not.
They
dropped this Mushroom
But
and that was like
it's a song that makes you hyped to hear the rest of the album.
That's right.
This is not a song that gets you hyped to hear any of the rest of the album.
No, it's not. At this point, I'm sure we'll listen to the album. We may even react to it just so we can go ahead and be on here.
We might shit all over it.
And we will shit all over it. And there's nothing anybody can say or do about it because I as much as I like this band, I know, dude.
I know.
Y'all don't know.
But yeah,
you don't understand what's going on right now. But
you know what? Let's just go ahead and unanimous thumbs down. I think was enough. Maria, you gotta get your stuff together.
I'll tell you now, the one time I would want to see Maria Brink is on this goddamn Shiprocked, because all she's doing is a piano set by herself.
Oh, is that right?
I would love to see her do that. She's got a brilliant voice.
She has a great voice.
She's got a brilliant voice.
But her everything else about it completely ruins it.
Absolutely.
Completely ruins
Absolutely.
it. All right, well, with that being said, my name is Riley.
And I am Danny. We are Music Mayhem with R&D.
Because of how that went, I do feel obligated to do maybe one more song before we call it a night. I don't know what that song will be, but give us about and we will be back. Figure it out.
And it's not out of the realm of possibilities that we do a song that we've heard before that we really, really like the lyrics to, and it's just we're gonna call it a review of a song, not a reaction song.
Something like that.
We can just talk about some music, get into some lyrics, figure out the underlying situations that's going on.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Let's talk about some stuff.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
So give us a few. We'll be back.
Yes,
we are Music Mayhem with R&D. We love you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will see you soon.
That was fucking terrible.